Okay, so now we're going to be tackling some more advanced components in SketchUp, and one of them is animation. So some applications have very sophisticated animation tools. Unfortunately, SketchUp is not one of them, but it does have some tools that are very interesting to use. One is the ability to make and animate scenes, which is what we're going to do now. So we want to go to Window, we want to go to Manage Trays or Default Trays, and we want to find Scenes and turn it on. I've got it on over here. And what it does is it makes a capture of whatever you're currently viewing, and then I can transition the scene by using the move and rotate tools, and then click again to create a new scene, and it will animate the transitions between those 2 points on the screen. So I'm going to click the plus to add a scene, and it is matching exactly what we see on the screen. Then I'm going to hold down my middle mouse button and rotate, and then I'm going to click the add scene button again, and then I'm going to rotate again, so I'm looking at it from the side, and I'm going to click the add scene button again, and then I'm going to pan over to the right and click the add scene button, and then I'm going to rotate so that I'm looking at the back of this house and click the add scene button. So this model is called White Box House. It's just a model that I have included with the rest of your content, and it'll be included with this in the same folder as this video. It's called White Box House, and it'll also be in the folder called Animation. And so what I've done here is I've made a sequence of scenes, and I can move back and forth between them by just clicking up here. Let's see, scene one. It's going to start at scene one. Then I can click to go to scene two. Then I can click to go to scene three. Then I can click to go to scene four. I can click to go to scene five. Now, if I right click and choose play animation, it will play through them as an animation. Okay. And I can want to stop that. I can shuffle the order of these by just clicking and dragging them, and it will play in the order, whichever order of the scenes. I can also go to Window, Model Info, and go down to Animation, and I can change the amount of time between the scene transitions or the scene delay. I usually leave it at the default, and I can have as many scenes as I want. And when I'm done, I can export this as an animation. So I go to File, I choose Export. I'm going to use the animation, and I can either export it as a video or an image set, which would be a sequence of cells. Let's go to video first, and it's going to export it as an MP4 file. And what I usually do is put underscore anim under it so that I remember that is an animation, and I'm going to put it into a folder where I can find it later. And click export. And it's going to export those frames. In this case, it's 241 frames. Okay. And when it's done, I'll have an MP4 file, a motion picture experts group level 4 file that I can use anywhere and export or use import into any other type of video situation. Okay. While that's exporting, let's go up and let's look at what that's going to look like when it's done. Let's see if it's done yet. Looks like it's done. So here's the animation. If I double click, it's going to play. And here's the animation we made. Okay. All right, let's stop here. We're going to come back and do a little bit more work with animation in the next tutorial.